beyond the politics, we have differences. We can argue those out. My whole thing is look at power centers, look at centers of power, regardless of how they're aligned, and be critical and skeptical. That's all. And that's good. That's great for everybody. It helps the power centers stay on the right track. And it keeps things, I think, ultimately free and safe and chugging along as best we can. And so that's my whole thing. This movie, V for Vendetta, was set in a fictional world in which the power had gone to the far right and was a problem. I don't know if we'll see many films in the future, probably not, where the power has gone to something along the far left, and then that's a problem. But I'm just saying, regardless of political intent or what people say or how they try to mask themselves and protecting you or being a good person or this or that, always be skeptical of power. That's all. I thought that was, I personally thought that was a liberal thing, and that's how I operated for most of my adult life. And I thought that's what I was supposed to do. And then the last couple of years now.
Until the left took power.
Right. And so now I'm, like, not
politically
there anymore.
Homeless. Yeah. Well, that's the thing with that is that, like we spoke about in the first part of this, in the episode on this movie, it's a different framework. It's like you can't look at things from this dynamic of the problem is the right. I'm sorry, if you're still on that, you're gone, man. You're out in the boondocks of analyzing the world, because the problem is not one political party per se. The problem is the kind of people that are drawn to power. And that's why, regardless of who's in power, they need to be scrutinized. And I think that the lack of scrutiny is a problem when it becomes something that, like, you don't want to scrutinize your own side, and you give too many allowances if it comes from the right people and whatnot, or fits the narrative that you have already adopted. Then that's a problem, because it kind of blinds people to being able to see these dynamics, to being able to see when people are using fear to stoke panic, and to get people to rush to make certain decisions, and to feel like there's an urgency and like everything is life or death, and you need to depend on us for your safety and for the protection of everything. Like, those patterns play out regardless of what party is in power. I mean, we need to really transcend that framework of viewing things in terms of parties and ideologies. It's just power versus those that don't have it, and the balance between those two sides.